So,
Awesome. Yeah. Good to go.
how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Thank you for having me on.
Oh man, my pleasure. Thanks for taking the time to hang out with us.
Absolutely.
Just wrapped up some good tour dates there in the states. Festival season was a huge one. Now about to embark on the Great White North. Nice Canadian tour.
Can't wait, man. This is something we've been looking forward to since we announced it. I mean, uh, last time we were up there with Thomas Brett supporting him, and now to be able to come back, get to bring Mitchell and Ashley with me and do a headlining tour is something that's going to be a lot of fun, man. The Canadian shows are always wild, so we're looking forward to it.
It's the stronger beer, my man. That's
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's I can second that.
yeah, and I love that you can. Here in Halifax, you're going to grace us with your presence on October the 12th, which is kind of cool for you and your crew because that means you get two Thanksgivings this year.
I know. I was just like made aware of that a couple minutes ago, so I was like, dude, that's awesome. It's my favorite holiday, so being able to experience two of those is going to be pretty special. But no, it's always special to get to be in a different country when and get to kind of see another side of it. So that'll be a special day for not just for y'all, but for us too.
Oh man, we're really looking forward to it. You guys have fun, and I don't just mean on stage doing your thing. I don't just mean playing Mario Kart behind the scenes. I love the pranks you're playing on your fans, man. That's great
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Well, I don't know what date. It could be Halifax, but we're going to do that again in Canada. So kind of be on the lookout if you see a guy disguised in some sunglasses and a hat. There's a chance it's me. So we're going to try to. I'm going to try to get Mitchell and Ashley out there with me too. So it's going to happen on one of these Canadian days. I don't know which one yet, but
I mean, they're pretty observant here on the East Coast. I will say that much. And you know
yeah,
what? Your fans were calling you out as it was. I was
yeah,
quite
that's true.
impressed with how good they were. Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course, some of them were clueless, and and that
yeah.
was even better.
Those made for the best. Like that was early on. I was like, man, there's no way everybody's going to know right when I sit down. But I was shocked at a couple of them where I was like, wait, do you really not know this?
Me too, man.
It was fun.
Me too. I chatted with Riley Green not long ago. He was here on the East Coast, part of YQM Country Fest, and of course Ella was up here with him, and they've just kind of been taking over the world by storm here the last while with
Absolutely. Great
that
song.
single. Incredible song, and two of them pretty good-looking people too, so that doesn't hurt, right?
Doesn't hurt.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, no, not at all. But that's beside. We're talking about the Mario Kart thing because it kind of just came out, and I'm like, Jordan Davis says that his crew, everybody thinks they're riled and partying all backstage, and he talked that they're all playing Mario Kart. So I asked him what he liked doing behind the scenes, and he basically was like sleeping and watching football. So
Yeah, I think and I think the more you talk to other artists that do that, I think people have this perception of backstage being this like wild, kind of crazy time. But like in all honesty, you get out and sing for an hour and a half every night and run around stage. You're pretty whooped, so you kind
Mhm.
of got to rest up for that. And that's just the thing that we do that kind of keeps us all chilled out. We can sit on the couch. Not a lot of effort goes into playing video games, so that's just our thing that kind of keeps us calm down and allows us to kind of spend more time on getting ready for the show and making sure that we're 100% when showtime starts.
Well, that's just it. It is a marathon, especially when you get out on these tours. You do have to kind of keep in prime shape. You're not always eating the best, you're not always getting the best sleep. So yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah,
Seven number ones under your belt, chasing number eight with some new music. Let's talk about it.
man. This next one, or I guess our newest one, I ain't saying, man. This song from the second I heard it, this song was actually written on a writers camp that we were on. I wasn't a part of the write, and a buddy of mine, Travis, one of the writers on the song, was texting me. He's like, "Man, we got a good song going. I think you ought to come over and help us try to finish this thing." And I told him, I was like, "Man, look, just finish it." I was writing with two other amazing songwriters. I was like, "Look, finish it, and if I love it, I promise you I'll record it." They kind of knew the direction I was trying to go, and the second they played it for me, I was like, "Man, are you sure I didn't write on this? Like, it sounds like like something I would have written. But yeah, and I think that's a great direction of where this next album's going. So I was happy for them to get a single that's rocking and rolling. Man, they've been all four of those writers on that song been plugging away for a long time, and have had a lot of success. But it's always good to see another song take off for some guys and a gal that have been working really hard. And man, I just love this song, so I'm pumped to get up there and play it for y'all.
Well, we're pumped. We're pumped to have you again. The show date is October 12th here in Halifax. I want to touch briefly on an organization that I've interviewed every time they've come up this way, because I'm born and raised here in Halifax. We're right on the ocean. O Search is the organization I'm chatting about. You've done some work with the crew there.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of Halifax as well. I think it was 2022, maybe 2021 that I was able to get up there and go out with them. And man, we tagged. I mean, as you probably know, Nagumi, one of their biggest sharks they've tagged, especially in the Atlantic, right there outside of Halifax. So, man, Chris Fisher, who runs those searches, is just, I mean, the organization he's built, the science, the data that he's bringing in. Man, I can't stress how important and how much he's doing for the oceans. And man, I kind of have an environmental science background, so seeing somebody with that kind of passion, especially right there in y'all's backyard, it was really cool. And to be honest with you, being back up there doing music, I'm still going to have those memories of being out there on O Search. And the day we tagged Nagumi, it was a special day. So I'm excited to get back for multiple reasons.
We got to get those guys back. It's been years, and excuse me, and now the tags are starting to come out of these sharks, so you're not exactly catching
I
them all.
know, I know.
But yeah, I love the ocean and love the whole shark aspect. And everyone's like, "What? What do you mean they're sharks?" I'm like, "Come on, it's the friggin'
Hey,
ocean, man."
that's it. And up there by y'all, man, that's such a special spot where they obviously are meeting up and hanging out. And we wouldn't know that, if it weren't for O Search. So it's a special thing, and I can't wait to get back out with them.
He would bring you up every time too. So yeah, it was kind of cool.
Absolutely.
I had to bring you up had to bring him up to you.
Yeah.
Ever so briefly, I'm just curious because I'm here for it. Post Malone, what's your thoughts of him coming through to the country music side of things?
Man, it's I think it's amazing. I mean, like, that truly is one of the sweetest, nicest guys that I think I've ever met. So
Yes, sir.
down to
Yes,
earth,
ma'am. Yeah,
so
love it.
humble, and like, and then on top of that, I mean, you can't deny that the guy's possibly one of the most talented dudes in music.
Insanely. Yeah.
And man, I'm so excited. I think the eyes that he brings to country music, it's like, obviously, Post is one of the biggest guys in music in general, but him coming to country and doing as many collabs as he's done, it's like him shining light on Lainey Wilson, him shining light on you know Ernest, or Luke Combs, Morgan. It's like, that's that's such a cool thing that I think is just making country music stronger. And to him, and just as a songwriter, it's really cool to get to see that different side of Post. I think we've all known that he was a country music fan growing up. But I think a lot of people out there are like, no, no way. It's like, no, that guy knows country music.
He's
and
legit. Yeah, totally.
and and man, I can't the interactions I've had with him, I can't speak highly enough about him, of how good of a person he is. So, man, I'm stoked. I love that he's over here. I love that he's in country. I hope he stays here for a long time.
So when's the Jordan Davis Post Malone collab happening?
Hey, you don't got to twist my arm, man. The second he asked me to be on anything, I'm in. I can't speak enough good things about him, so I'd love to do it.
I'm glad I asked the question. Mitchell Tenpenny, Ashley Cook, along with you on this Canadian tour, October 12th, Scotiabank Center. Jordan, did I leave anything out of our chat here today?
I don't think so. Golly, we covered sharks, Posty. I
Try
mean,
to come
everything,
prepared.
man. Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's been too long since I've gotten up there and seen y'all and played some music, so I'm looking forward to it.
As are we. We'll save some turkey for you.
Love it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks to you and your team. And yeah, look forward to seeing you here back in Halifax, October 12th.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Russell. Thank you.
Likewise. Thanks again.